Okay, so this second video is going to show you how to start to put some images on here to start building more upon this book cover design. So right now what you have here is just the background. Okay, I laid it out in a certain position. You can always go ahead and make any adjustments at any moment through this process because you can see that it is a layer, and the layer can be moved to whatever place that you want. Okay, so really quite simple. You're going to find your images and you're going to start bringing them over. Now if you decide to crop your images first, let's say that I want to go for this picture right here, I just want this part of the building, and very sloppily and quickly I can go ahead and grab this image. I might want to grab that part too, and you can just drag that down on top of your background, just like that. Alright, now it's behind it, drag it in front, so you can figure out where things go. Now if this bothers you, see where I was moving it and it ended up moving with it, you can always lock a layer. To lock a layer, it's just hitting the lock here, making sure you're on that layer, and what it'll do is it'll just keep it from getting grabbed. So with this particular picture, you know, while that looks pretty decent, and I'd have to work on the background and stuff, I want to get rid of that sky. What I'd want to do is possibly flip it, because I really want it to be over here, but I want it to be on this part of the mountain. So you're going to be revisiting a lot of different kinds of tools and effects that you can do. Flip layer horizontally. So it's really this part that I would want. Okay. It's at this point that you just really want to just messily sort of bring. Oh, thanks for calling. Other pictures. So you just go to the photo bin. Here's the couple. I don't want to get their whole picture in. I'm just going to get their faces in. Now this particular, you might run into this situation. This particular book takes place in 1940. So when I was looking for pictures of people, I did not want them to look like they were from 2015, 2016. They needed to look like they were from an older time period. So something like this would probably be okay, except maybe for the brightly colored scarf that I can certainly edit out. I can also make it black and white. It doesn't necessarily need to be in this picture as them being on the Swiss Alps. So I can certainly make those modifications as I go along. Something like this, they look a little bit too modern perhaps, but if I go ahead and I bring down the saturation, which makes it black and white, it might look a little less modern. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that you can do. If you have a watermark on your picture, I'm only going to be using probably their upper bodies anyway, so that I wouldn't have to deal with that. Certain things like using the clone stamp tool, again, you can revisit some of the tools. It's not really going to, some of them are probably not going to be worth it. You're probably better off finding some other images that would not have a watermark. Okay, so you're going to keep going. Next video I'm going to show you how to put the lettering on it, and then we're going to work with some of these images, like to put effects on it, filters on it, and that comes a little bit later. But right now I'm going to finish off. Before I go on to the next video, I'm going to go ahead and put the pieces that I want into the background and put it onto the cover. So then we can go into the fonts next, the lettering.